morning and welcome to this week's Government Affairs edition of Cup of in the Know. We have some new information to report and some clarifying information from last week. So last week we reported on the governor signing an executive order regarding evictions and a moratorium on evictions through July 10th. We were able to get some clarification from the governor's office, and the executive order does apply to all evictions. So clearly that's problematic for us. PAA was not part of drafting the executive order. We had given some suggestions to the Attorney General when they reached out to us regarding student leases, as well as some recommendations that we had already been making to our members. So as a result, we are going to work with the governor's office as well as the attorney general and try to come up with an addendum to the executive order that would allow for us to evict for reasons outside of non-payment. And that is pretty standard, and that's what the federal government is implementing right now through the CARES Act. So we're going to go back to the governor and the attorney general and work through that. Stand by. I'm sure we'll have some more information on that in the near future, hopefully next week when we do this. Second, there are some counties in Pennsylvania that have gone to the yellow phase under the governor's reopening green, yellow, and red plan. The yellow phase, we did provide some guidance to our members. It went out Monday afternoon in the form of an email. If you didn't receive it or you'd like us to send it to you again, please let us know. You can contact us at info@paahq.com, and we'd be happy to send that over. There were some counties in Pennsylvania who wanted to go against the governor's order and put themselves into the yellow category versus allowing the governor and the Department of Health to do it. So the governor had some strong words for them on Monday afternoon and simply said that businesses who open up on their own or open up illegally outside of the stay-at-home order will face some consequences. And those consequences would be in the form of losing your occupancy permits, Department of Health certificates, liquor licenses for restaurants and bars, and then finally, some insurance policies won't cover you because your business would be open illegally. So we see that as really problematic for our members, and we just want to make sure that our members are following the rules and following the governor's orders at this point. PAA does not have a position on the order one way or another. We just want to make sure that our members are in compliance and that we are doing our best to keep you informed. So if you have any questions, please let me know. Third, we are working on obtaining some guidance from the governor's office as well as the Department of Health on public bathing for pools. I was in touch with them today, actually, and they said that they will be giving us some further guidance by the end of the week. And we have our fingers crossed on that because I know everyone's been anxiously waiting for that. Lastly, we found out from the governor's office as well as some of the agencies that they're working through a policy that would provide incentives for multifamily housing providers to allow access to broadband in our buildings for our residents. It was part of the governor's Restore PA plan to have access to broadband across the Commonwealth. That didn't pass in its entirety, so now I think they're doing it through a little bit of piecemeal. But now that everyone's really kind of focused on telemedicine, the governor's office as well as the Department of Health think that this is critical. So I'm excited to see what kind of incentives they're going to offer the multifamily housing industry, but we should have some more information on that in the near future. That's it for today. If you have any questions, as always, please feel free to reach out to us. We'd be happy to help. And again, if you require any further information, most of it's available on our website at paahq.com, or you can reach us at info@paahq.com. Thanks and have a great week.